Hi everybody, thanks for joining me. This is Lee Sloan Live, and I just would love to welcome you. And I'm sitting here in my car. It's a rainy day, kind of cleansing, kind of melancholy, but I just had something on my heart I wanted to share with you, and I hope this really encourages you. We're going to talk about self-worth today, and this is something that I've really had to ponder in my own life. I have not been someone who's always had the most amazing self-worth possible. And, I struggled, especially in my teen years, with self-worth like most of us do. I had an eating disorder, anorexia. I kind of thought that maybe, I wasn't worth the food that even went into my body. Like that, we all struggle with self-worth in different ways, and sometimes we use one way and then we pick another way later in life. And so I just want to ask you, how do you define your self-worth? What kind of measuring stick do you use? And if you're a believer in Jesus Christ like I am, we can easily just say, well, I define it by my worth in Jesus Christ, and that's what I'm worth. And we all know the Sunday school textbook answer, but in reality, we have different kind of measuring sticks, don't we? Hi Anna, good to see you on here. I just wonder, if we were really honest with ourselves, what things do we use to prop up our self-worth and our self-esteem? It could be like the job that you have. It could be maybe you're very results oriented and you see results in your life and you're like, those results define who I am. Even relationships in your life can define who you are. If you have an amazing spouse, or your kids think well of you, you think, okay, I'm doing great, I have self-worth. These kinds of things can be reflected in all kinds of ways, like everything from your abilities and what you think about your abilities to the things you put in your mouth. That actually, the way you take care of your body actually reflects what you really think about yourself. And I've been convicted of that many times. What do I think about myself? Am I just putting something into my body that's cheap? Is that how much I value myself? Or do I really try to be healthy and honor my body? It's just a simple way of assessing what your self-worth is. And so whatever measuring stick you use to define your self-worth is actually the thing that you fear. And it's really the thing that's going to rule you, whatever that measuring stick looks like. And so it affects all kinds of things in your life. Like, it's going to affect the opportunities that open up in your life. What you think about yourself will affect what opportunities you attract and what opportunities you repel. It's going to affect the types of people that are attracted to you in your life. We teach people how to treat us based on how we treat ourselves. And so if you constantly find yourself attracting negative people in your life, just don't go, why me? Think to yourself, how do I really value myself? And you're going to attract those people that have a similar value for you that you do. What about your ability to say yes to the things that you really, really value in your life? If you have a good self-worth, if it's rooted in the truth of who you are, then you're going to be able to say yes to those things, and you're going to be able to say no to people that don't have your best interest in mind. It's going to be a lot easier for you. You're going to be able to find true and honoring relationships. And your potential gifts. I mean, if you have a self-worth that's rooted in Jesus Christ, you're going to take yourself seriously. You're going to take your gifts seriously. You're going to use those things. You're going to invest in yourself and use those things to benefit others. If not, you're going to bury them and you're going to hide them, and all those gifts are going to become latent in your life. You're not really going to find your true potential if you don't have just this measure of self-worth. So how do we really measure worth? Well, how do we assess the worth of anything, for that matter? We assess the worth of anything by the price someone is willing to pay for it, right? I mean, if you go on eBay, I mean, you can pay for like some celebrity's piece of gum, right? And that's super valuable because of the person that was chewing it, right? But it's the same with us. Like, what price was paid for us? Think about it. If God formed you, if he was thinking about you, he spent time thinking about you in his mind before the creation of the earth. And then he sent his son to to actually shed his blood on your behalf, how valuable do you think you are? Do you ever think that you can really overestimate who you are and the value of who you are? I don't think it's possible. The only thing that's possible is to underestimate the value of other people. That's when we get prideful, right? But we can't really overestimate the value of who we are and who the other people in our lives are. So think about this. If you're not satisfied in your life, if you're not satisfied with the results or your job or your opportunities that are coming your way, think and be really, really honest with yourself. How am I valuing myself? Do I value myself? And what ways do I diminish my own value? Because the enemy of your soul knows exactly where those places are in your life that you don't value yourself. And the enemy will work really, really hard to try to take you down a few notches, right? So, we face really troubling times, and I know in social media and all, on the news, all these different places, people are being taken down in their self-worth, aren't they? People are being exploited. And it's in these times we really need to ground ourselves in who God says we are, and we need to not use any other false measuring sticks for who we are. Otherwise, those things are going to shift and those things are going to crumble. But the world really needs to see a people who know who they are, no matter what happens around them. And so I just want to pray for you. I just want to pray that God would give you a picture and he would show you specifically how valuable you are in his sight, that you are the apple of his eye, that he sees you and he knows you, and that you have a significant impact to make on your world. So I just bless you in that. I speak value into who you are and who God has created you to be. And I hope that God gives you that revelation of who you are. All right? I just want to say that if this has encouraged you, you know that it can encourage someone else. So go ahead and share that. And also, I want to remind you, if you'd like to get more of this type of encouragement, I mean, who doesn't need more encouragement in their life? Go ahead and like my page, and not the person, but the page. And yeah, just join me on this journey. I love to talk to you more, and I'm so glad that you joined me. Ask any questions you need to ask. I think on Thursday, I'm going to experiment with YouTube. I'm going to try going live on YouTube, but I'll also try to share it on Facebook. So I hope to see you then. God bless.